Hello and welcome to our latest Gemini Rogues video. This is the Marblehead Tier IV cruiser. American. Come on, Jose 5, say something because you like your Marblehead.
Well, it's a Marblehead, but it's an Omar, pretty much.
Is it?
After Tech Tree.
Not a Phoenix?
No, it's more Homari, which is Tier 4 Tech Tree American cruiser, and it plays in exactly the same way, same style, same everything. It's just a premium ship, so you get a bit more silver on it, and Commander XP's boosts and stuff like that if you want to put them on. It's just easier to earn it in this than if you play Omar, but it's pretty much the same thing.
Are we saying it slots between the Phoenix and the Omaha?
Yeah, I don't know why. I somehow managed to play the Omar better.
It's like the same.
I know, even though it's the same guns and the same arrangement,
yeah.
It's easier to do damage. The torpedoes are different. They do less damage than the Homar.
Way
less. But other than that, it's very similar looking, and gun layout is exactly the same as Homar. So if you like your Homar, you like the playstyle of the Homar, Marblehead's for you. But if you've got the Homar, do you need the Marblehead if it's the exact same thing?
Are you saying?
That's the question.
Are you saying you like getting your Marblehead out?
Yeah.
You do?
I do like playing it, yeah.
You do. It's quite a nice ship, actually.
I mean, I went for the aiming system, but you normally go for the main bastion, but you've gone for the aiming system.
I'm a bit indecisive because I've played this quite a lot and played the Omaha quite a lot.
These are what you're going to use. A2 rounds, this thing set, the fire rate it's got, it's just sets things up on fire and it just keeps going.
Yeah, what's the percentage? We ain't got it on there, have we?
It's also got the added advantage of the AP rounds being deadly against any other cruiser.
What about the sonar and planes?
Planes are good. It gives you that little bit more visibility. Sonar, I don't know if I've ever actually found the benefit of using sonar.
You've got to be right on top of a destroyer's smoke.
Yeah.
No, you've got to be right on top of it.
Yeah, which pretty
much...
Right
on the edge, on top.
So it's not a necessity, as they say.
I don't really see the benefit of it, to be fair. This is my premium, like, loadout boostage wise. You got your commanders. I call it universal. I'm a bit low on coin though. The coin boosters, a bit low on them. And I can't be asked to convert the last one, so I just left it to a single.
Flags.
I've got a couple. You got yours now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got the Beta 2 ones. I ain't got the Beta 1 ones, but
you didn't do Beta 1. That's fine.
That's why I got them.
You've got to qualify.
Yeah. So let's have a look at survivability. Same as an Omaha.
Is it?
76mm, the thickest armour you've got.
Oh, that's awesome.
27,000 hit points, which you use them. Very.
Yeah, I do use mine.
Yeah. As a general rule, though, it's a bit of a floating citadel. It's not some armoured behemoth that you can go toe to toe with most things on the thing. So you have to use this cannily. And there's them 152mm guns, the Mark 13s, obviously the Mark 16s as well.
Yeah.
So there's guns littered all the way around this ship. Reload time 7 seconds. By the time you fired it, if you're shooting at distance, you've got another load ready to rock and roll.
I like the times twos. I think they're at the rear. There's one at the rear.
Yeah, you can see the maximum damage from HE rounds 2,200, 12% chance of fire as well, which is brilliant. And then the AP shell just over 3,000, 3,100 there. So, and they are useful. You do
APs, oh god, yeah.
But this lets it down a little bit. The torps don't do a lot of damage. You can see there's 6,000 randomly, 6,233 damage. It's a bit precise, but
I don't think I've seen that.
Yeah, and they only travel at 49 knots as well. So these aren't tramming across.
Like sending a postcard.
Yeah, there's a lot of time for somebody to move and dodge or slow down or speed up and so forth to dodge them. So
definitely, they
are there. You can use them, but they're not the main armament, I don't think, for this ship.
I have used them.
Yeah, you can use them, but I wouldn't rely on them. AA defences are pretty good. You do shoot down.
Yeah, they do shoot down a lot of planes.
Manoeuvrability, fantastic. I think it really is good. A really nimble ship.
Definitely. Yeah,
speed's not bad as well. 35 knots is not all to be sniffed at. It's a quick.
It's faster than the boys. That's tier 6.
And
5 knots more.
And the concealment, it's workable. It's not stealthy by any means, but it's a cruiser. Not a Mars, to be fair. They kind of slip in that middle ground.
If you look at that detectability and smoke firing, I discovered that when you laid me some down. I was firing like a boss and thought they can see me.
Yeah. But we can see straight away. You can see the gun layout, same as the Omar. They're everywhere. It's very hard to find an angle where you can't get a shot off on somebody from some point. And added in with the manoeuvrability of the ship means you can swing this around left, right, centre. Dodging shots is incredibly hard to hit if you're fighting at a distance, and you've always got a gun pointing at somebody to shoot. If not 2, 3 or 4, 5 at that point then.
Is that a double one on the front? I know it's definitely a double one on the front rear.
You always get that knocked out, don't you? That's your usual trait to get that.
I've had some
removed.
games where lots of guns have been knocked out, and it's like really just like ruined it, because you rely on your gunnage. To be fair,
Yeah,
you do rely on it.
It does. I mean, this is one of those ships where you really do have to think about what rounds you're firing.
Oh yeah, you
some
do
ships
swap.
you just like HE, just use HE, and this you're not really bothering. And some of them, I'm just firing AP. I don't need any HE. It's not much good to me unless you're fighting a destroyer or something like that. But this, it really does make a difference what you're firing at, and where and when. If you know.
No, exactly. Because if you see destroyer go HE,
yep.
See a cruiser, immediately go to AP. Don't even think about it. Just go AP. Talking in the same tier, obviously, or tier 5 as well, definitely.
You can still rip them by pieces with AP rounds.
Definitely.
I mean, it does have a little bit of overpen sometimes with your AP rounds, but it's not very often. I find them very reliable. Very reliable.
Yes, they've got a good pen as well. They're not bad on.
And you can see there 3 torps off each side. Reloads, not too bad. Ooh, you're going to get some in there. And this is what we're talking about. This is when you swing that back, and look how many guns you got your back to him. And you've got just as many guns pointing at him if you face onto him.
Technically, it's like 6 guns because the rear ones are double.
And they just look, it's constant fire. And that, not only does that constant fire, it kind of gets people panicking. Because, oh my god, I'm constantly getting bombarded here. So they start doing strange things that you wouldn't normally get. It also works in the fact that you can automatically see where your shots are going constantly, so you can adjust your fire so much easier than firing a double salvo off. I just missed into the rear, and then by another 12 seconds you've got another one ready. He's moved a little bit to left, so still not hitting him, so it allows you to
to lay down a lot of fire. To be fair, like you say, lay down a lot of fire. It's good. I like laying down a lot of fire.
I mean, you've got one fire going so far, haven't you? But
these two really do me, really do me, man.
There's another fire.
See, I've set him on fire now, firing at the destroyer.
And you can see this tactic. Look what he's doing. Don't just look where he's firing, and look what the ship at the bottom. You've lost a gun. You always lose. I never lose a gun, but you always do. It's remarkable. But you're swinging that ship left to right, left to right, left to right. Always a little bit more left, a little bit more right, just to throw them off all the time. There you go. We've finally got a top in there as well. So really racked up. You can see the damage this thing can rack up quite quickly.
See, I've got no cover. You would normally use the cruiser technique of hiding behind an island and firing. There is no cover on this side except for that little peaky island way in the distance, which I'm not even thinking about. I'm just trying to keep out of the way.
I mean, look, how many times have you've lost just over 4,000 hit points, haven't you, at this point? And you've got battleship firing at you, a destroyer firing at you, and we're racking up. I mean, we're not up to nearly 40,000 damage here.
I just say, hello team, help me please. No. Not at all.
We need to make sure that we take see that they're all edging off towards that is a mandatory requirement by the looks of it.
Don't worry, Blister turns up at the end.
The old 8-caster. The thorn in my side, 8-casters.
You're not kidding. But we should really tell the viewer that at this point I'm running
for your life.
Yes.
But look, how many times they actually hit you?
There's the survivability. I'm weaving, I'm dodging, weaving and dodging.
But still with the ability to lay down a lot of fire back where you're coming from.
48,000 damage already.
And you're switching out to the Koenig, he's put his fires out, so you've very kindly decided you're going to start them back up for him if you can. And you can see the HE rounds do a bit of damage if they don't set anything on fire. I mean, it's a shame we haven't got the cruisers to show you the AP qualities at this minute, but we'll get to that later.
We'll get some.
Yeah, we'll get some.
So
there we go. We've got another fire going. I think that was on the Koenig.
It was on the Koenig.
So the Koenig's back up. I mean, I don't know where he is. You need to lead them a little bit more.
Need to lead it.
Quicker than you think, the 8-caster.
Yeah, it's not a bad destroyer actually. Pain in the
and they've got another fire. I mean, you
can
see it's only a 12% chance of fire, but it feels a lot more.
Yes, definitely. Once he gets hit again, he's gone. He's out.
He's out. Engine's gone. So at least you're getting chased down by one less ship now. But your team's turned around slowly, and they're coming back to rebel and rally behind you.
I mean, Ninja, just battleship have taken like virtually 60,000. Yeah, nice one to do that.
And
but
turned around,
I've had enough. I've had enough of them too.
I've had enough running.
Yeah, run out of map actually.
Koenig's still there. Oh, someone's just coming. He's helped you out. Look, that last little bit needed doing for you. You couldn't have done that yourself. So can we finish off the 8-caster? Is he going to go in?
He knows.
I mean, I do like the actual close. It's not like this is a vastly dispersed full volley of fire.
Dispersion's really good, actually.
Even though the guns are quite far across a broadside, if you've got a broadside, they all still stay quite closely together. So it's not an issue that, fine, I missed him completely again.
I mean, I'd recommend this line. People dismiss the Pensacola at 5.
Yeah.
But it's not a bad line at all, to be honest.
The problem is people see more as the armour issue. The fact that if you see an Omar or you see a Pensacola, you think, oh,
yeah, definitely.
Get them AP rounds loaded because I'm Citadel in here.
Yeah. You do it. It happens. It happens.
Similar to the day on the British line, it's just like, Citadels. You just think Citadels. And the Marblehead, when people realise that it is just Omar, will think the same and think, ooh, Citadels.
Yeah,
and they'll pick you out of a crowd of. I think we had one video where we're in the middle of like 3 battleships and 2 other cruisers, and we're right at the back, and everyone's still shooting at us because we're the weakest armoured thing. So it does happen.
Definitely.
So you might get a little bit of a target on your back, and that running off's left you well out of the battle now.
Yeah,
and you're trying to get back into.
Get back in. I mean, our team could really do with trying to take A because that's clear now. Because them 2 ships came through, and we got them.
I mean, the gun range as well, it's just 13 kilometres off the top of my head, or just over, depending on what you're running. I mean, if you put the main battery, which increases your range, it's going to go up in your commanders and so forth.
Commander's quite helpful.
I mean, commander-wise, what would you pick perks if you were stocking up?
Fire. I think it's to increase fire.
Priority.
Yeah. I think there's one to help your turrets turn around. I don't think I went for that one. I can't remember what.
I don't think it's really needed. It's not really.
No, they're not a big issue.
There's not many on this ship.
Not a big
issue. It's never really a struggle to have a point at somewhere.
You're always going to hit something.
Yeah.
I can't remember what I did on my commander. I just smashed him in. I think it's the one out of my boys. So it's set up for my boys, to be fair. That's why you can see the sonar and the aeroplanes have got up 1 because that's a perk on the commander.
I mean, for people who might like this ship, if you loved Omar.
Yeah, no, Phoenix. No, if you love your Phoenix, this is in between, isn't it? So if you've played your Phoenix already, you think, ooh, I like that, then this is the taster before the Omaha, which is very. And the thing is, if you've unlocked your Omaha and you like playing it, then you'll enjoy this. I think when you flick through your port and you go, what should I get out? What should I get out? Do you go, ooh, I'm gonna get my Marblehead out?
I would say that it is one of the better ships, more fun ships to play.
It is definitely good fun, actually. I mean, I'm not hid behind an island at all in this game, and it's actually been very, very playable. I mean, normal cruiser play, you find a nice island, you use it for cover, you lay down your HE, you set your fires.
It's mad how far you're having to leave that shot, you can't even see him anymore. He could have stopped and you'd never know.
He did.
Yes, I mean.
But this is like the opposite to how you normally.
Ninja.
This is the opposite, like I'm saying, to how you would normally play a cruiser. Because here we go.
Siders on, and he took it well.
Oh, Marblehead.
It's a fellow Marblehead.
Yeah.
So, we've got them HE rounds. It's set me on fire. You can see you're on the receiver end now. I'd have said fire starting capability of the Marblehead.
I was in the.
You've switched to AP now. He's switched to AP as well. So you can see that people realise straight away he's in a Marblehead. He knows what he's up against, and I don't think he should have gone Siders on.
No, he took out my best gun, man. He took out the rear.
I don't know how he did it because I never ever had the gun taken out of the Marblehead. I don't want people to think this is a trait of the Marblehead that you lose guns all the time. It never happened to me. It just seems to be a trait of this video we've got on here, this reefer. But there we go. There's a Citadel. You knew they were coming, and it happens all too often, especially if you do what he did, and you've done it yourself as well. You've gone Siders on.
I went side on. Luckily, he didn't get me.
And it fires that quickly, you can rinse straight through it. So we're back on HE rounds now for the
here you go. Where's the fire?
And we're turning away, and you can see the capabilities we've got manoeuvrability wise.
Yeah,
not touched us. Full volley from that Kaiser, and we've dodged it, and it just does this so well for me. And the guns really help you play it that way. The fact that I've fully turned up the side of my ship, I've got my guns there, they're ready to fire straight. I ain't got to wait for them to turn. Yeah, you ain't got to wait for them to turn, they're just sat ready to fire. Then you swing it back the other way. He's still struggling to nail down a position of fire where he can actually hit you.
Yeah,
it just works. It's even harder for him in a battleship because you get 25 plus second reload on a volley.
Definitely.
If he's firing them all in one go. So if he misses one, he's got to wait 25 seconds, and he's got to add up and try and work out a line of fire that's going to hit you. Second time round.
Yeah, definitely. Because I'm weaving and dodging,
And you'd be surprised how many times you can get in this situation. You just can't hit you.
The head is out. The Marblehead is back out.
Come out. And what's he firing? Is he on HE rounds again on you?
Yeah, he's firing at
you're back on HE back at him.
Yeah, I missed him. did. Took out my gun, man.
It's back up a bit.
The angle of the torpedoes is quite useful. I won't say it's the best, but the torpedo is definitely secondary on this. 100% secondary. Because unfortunately we've not used them well, we got one torpedo in, didn't we?
Yeah.
The actual damage isn't like fantastic.
No, I mean 6,000 damage from a torpedo is not gonna. I mean, if you get all three into the side of a battleship, 18,000 not gonna ruin his day too badly as it would from a destroyer, so to say.
I mean,
but they're still potent enough to be a deterrent for somebody coming for you.
Can you remember the French battleship that went straight line? Kept taking out my engine and everything. Took out everything.
Yeah.
I think I ended up putting like 9 in him. 9 torpedoes. And he still had to flood to actually destroy it.
You're already gone, weren't you?
There's disappointing damage on torpedoes.
I mean, that's one thing you can rely on, because flooding's a flooding. It doesn't matter what ship it is.
Yeah, definitely.
If you can get him to flood, I mean, that's the beauty of the fires as well.
Hot burning stuff.
Yeah, because we've seen it numerous times where you set them on fire, bump and put it straight out. And as soon as they put it out, they've used the repair kit. So if you can get some torps into them at that point,
did it just as he said it.
Yeah. So there we go. If you can get him going again now, if you can get him burning.
I'm doing exactly what we try and do, is try and get him on fire. Go on, burn. But sometimes just don't.
I mean, that's the Marblehead does most of its damage from fires.
Definitely, yeah.
No two ways about it. Or
man.
Or from the AP rounds if you run into a fellow cruiser. He didn't get much chance to show it in that video, but if you run into a cruiser, this thing's deadly.
Yes.
Incredibly deadly with its AP rounds. You do not want to be like knife fighting with this in another cruiser.
I mean, you can take them out in like 2 or 3 volleys, like 3 or 4 citadels.
I mean, there was a replay we had with the 2 Phoenixes and Marblehead, and it just wiped all 3 ships out in 9 citadels in about a minute, if that. It was ridiculous.
Don't give away secrets, man.
They're all out there.
Yeah, they're out now. It's too late. Just AP them. Anyway, that's it. Killers 05. That's his Marblehead video. Hope everyone enjoyed it. And later.